Hey guys, I forgot to mention this that the giveaway for the Metal Garurumon and the War Greymon with the Venomiotismon, Minervamon, and I think Prince was on it as well. That account is going to be going dead today, so you have only today to do it. We'll release the winners tonight after 8 o'clock. So if you guys want to participate in the account giveaway, make sure you guys go check out the account. I'll have it pinned in the comments below, and make sure you guys, if you like this video, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and make sure you hit the notification, guys. I would really appreciate it. So have a great night and enjoy the video. Hey guys, DG Gamer here. So we got some exciting news. We had some data leaks last night. I was actually sleeping, so I woke up to some great news. We have Piedmon, we have Creepymon, and Machinedramon coming into the game. This new banner is going to be a Halloween banner, so you have to assume that it will be dropping tonight, the news, and hopefully drop with the new event tomorrow, if not within a couple days. It's going to be a step-up banner, so that's great. It's 3 steps. So the first step is going to be 100 stones for 5 summons with a bit and a workout key. The workout is going to be a level 5. The second step is going to be 150 gems with 8 summons with a bit key, a level 5 workout, and a food key. And then the third step up is going to be 200 gems with 10 plus summon with a guaranteed Piedmon on there. So for 450 stones, you're getting a guaranteed Piedmon for sure. So that's freaking awesome, dude. That's really good news. If that's in game, that's about like $80. We'll get you 650 gems. That's going to be 200 gems left over. For 80 bucks, you're getting 200 gems and Piedmon. That's a great deal. If you use the vendors, that's $35 for the same amount of gems, and you're getting Piedmon for $35. So that's freaking awesome, dude. It's great that they're doing this, these step-up banners. And it really makes the game more free-to-play friendly. And I'm really hyped about this banner because, as the title says, should you summon, definitely, spoilers, you should be summoning on this banner. They are going to be changing the face of PvP right now. Because they are pretty good Digimon. So we'll get into their stats. We'll talk about some possibilities with PvP and stuff like that. But then I also want to tell you guys that I will be making a video later for Noble Pokemon explaining why he should be in everybody's tier list as an S tier. I saw some YouTubers and just some other tier lists out there that were kind of garbo. So it looks like people are just kind of... I'm not going to put any names. Just like throwing these things together without even thinking of like compositions and actual utilizing these abilities, man. Like some of these tiers are kind of garbo. So I'll probably make a tier list because a lot of people would ask me about it after this new banner when I get to test out the new Digimon, because you guys know I'm going to be summoning for them, and I will for sure get Piedmon, and I'm really going for that Digimon. Machinedramon is one that I'm kind of iffy about, but he does have some teams that might work out, but on paper he's kind of iffy. So let's get into the first one. Is going to be Piedmon. So there are 2 different Piedmons in JP right now. This one will be coming in a future banner. Right now we're not going to have this one. It's going to be the Deaf one. So it's the purple type, and that's great because he has those plugins that will increase his speed so much. Those purple ones are really good for speed increasing. So I'm really hyped about this one. That's why he's going to go on my team, because I'm trying to make a tech team with Pumpkinmon, because he is an S tier. I'm trying to build around him. Him and Hyandramon for sure are the 2 S Digimon that are on my team. The other one I'm going to put on my list is a Ginkomon, but he's not in the game yet. So for sure the 2 S-type Digimon that are in the game right now on my tier list would be Pumpkinmon and Hyandramon, so I want to build around them. This guy will be a great addition to that team. He is a tech Digimon. He is going to have a stat of 6934 HP. His attack power is going to be, his attack damage is going to be 2935. His defense is a 1339, and his speed is 22. So like I said, that speed is going to go up really high because he is a deaf type. So we will have those speed increasing deaf stuff for this type. The purple types are really good for speed increasing. So you can get this guy's speed easily to 40, 50, 60 plus. So he's going to be a really good Digimon to have for speed as well for PvP. Some of his skills are going to make him also another really good person to have for PvP. His passive increases your pinpoint rating. They call it different because of translation. I was like, shoot rating. Pinpoint rating by 40%. So that is going to be the pinpoint, is what allows you to attack the lowest damaged Digimon on the other team. Since you can't target in PvP, Pinpoint is going to allow you to finish them off. So he's going to be a finisher. He's definitely going to be your assassin on the team that goes and finishes them off for you. So he's going to be at 40%. You can clearly get that higher with the plugins. So this is going to be a really good Digimon to use like 3rd, 4th turn in your team to knock him out. So a main skill is going to be 370 damage to 2 enemies with a 55% chance to grant darkness to 2 enemies. That's the translation. It's supposed to be blind. So blinds 2 enemies, 55% chance. His next attack is going to be a 210 damage to 3 enemies with 50% chance to blind for 2 turns. So both his signatures, his main and his sub, are going to be doing a blinding effect. They both are really good to use. So you have one that does a 55% to 2, and then the other one does a little less damage, but is hitting 3 enemies with a 50% chance to blind. So he's going to be, like I said, your closer. He's going to be really good to use mid-battle, so then you'll be able to get the additional blinds, hopefully, and then you'll be doing the finishing move on hopefully 1 or 2 Digimon. So he's going to be a good one to use. I would probably put him as a ranking as an A tier. If you look over here, they have him as a 7.3 out of 10. You have to keep in mind, or 7.5, you have to keep in mind when you're making your tier list and you're thinking about this, that these numbers are not for us. Those are for JP. So if you are just like a person out there making a tier list, or a YouTuber making a tier list, and you're coming over here and you're just looking at these numbers and making a tier list off that, it's not going to be accurate, because these are numbers representing JP's version. So right now in JP, he's not really that utilized. He's not that good in JP. He has a better version of him over here, and he's just not that used anymore in JP. So he's a 7.5. But in Global, he's going to be a ranked for sure. He's going to be a really good Digimon to have running along with your other tech Digimon, like Pumpkinmon. It'll be a really good Digimon to run with. So let's get into the next Digimon. So the next Digimon on the list is going to be Creepymon. Creepymon is going to be your new Digimon that is going to be top tier for PvP. He is going to be an S tier PvPer for sure. If you look right here, he is an 8.3 still on JP. He's just a beast. If you saw him in the ranking battle that most of us have seen him from the B to A's, he was annoying as hell in that, and he's just such a strong Digimon. So if we look at his stats, he is a 6860 HP. Power is a 3920. Unfortunately, he's power. I wish he was tech, but it is what it is. His defense is a 1613, and his speed is 27. So he has a high HP, high defense. His personality is going to be Death type, so he is going to be already really fast, and he's going to be getting those plugins that increase speed. So he's going to be a really, really good PvPer. If you look at his passive, it's really good for Death type Digimon. So Death allies are immune to poison, burn, and error for 1 turn. He self-buffs himself 15% every time he takes damage. So every time he takes damage, he gets 50% increase with a max of 75%. And if you look at his main skill, it's a 320 damage to 2 enemies with a 55% chance to burn them. And he's regularly recovering 500 HP every turn, once a turn. So every other turn, he's getting 500 HP 1 turn. So and if you also look at his sub skill, he's going to do takes a 100% chance for enemies. Okay, that's a weird translation. Basically, he's going to taunt everybody, and they're going to have a 100% chance to target him for 2 turns. So he's going to taunt for 2 turns. The entire team will target him for 2 turns, and your chance for countering goes with a 70% for 1 turn. So that's amazing. That's an amazing thing. You could get that. You could totally get that counter to 100%. So he's going to taunt on the first turn. He's going to taunt. He's going to counter for 100%. 100% chance to counter. He's going to self-heal. He's going to protect his other Death-type Digimon. And I want to make a Death-type team with Piedmon, him, Noble Pumpkinmon. So that's already 3 people he's protecting with all of those passives. He's increasing his power. He's taunting. He's healing. He's going to be a really, really good Digimon to have. I really wish he was a step up, but this guy is where you're going to be dumping your money into if you don't pull him. He's a must pull. He is... If you do PvP, my God, this guy is what you need to pull for. He is amazing. It's amazing how good he is. Like I said, buffs himself every time he takes damage. He's going to be taking damage because he's taunting. So first turn, you taunt with this guy. You Hyandramon. He heals. you hit everybody, they burn, and everybody's protected for 1 turn. That's just amazing, man. This guy's a really good Digimon to have. Or you drop your Hyandramon 60%, then you taunt, even less damage, and you're still getting that 50% increase. Like I said, S tier Digimon right here, really, really good to pull. So the next Digimon is going to be a Machinedramon. They have 3 different Machinedramons on JP right now. So we're going to be getting the Calm type. And if you look right here, he has a 6.8 rating out of 10. So that kind of is a little garbo. But, you know, that is for JP. So keep in mind. His stats are going to be a 5091 HP, 3131 tech, and his defense is going to be 1120. His speed is a 27. The speed is really nice. I like that 27 speed. The HP and defense are kind of low. He is a tech type, so that's something to keep in mind. His passive is going to be a pretty good passive. It increases all allies counter rate by 20%. So if you have him with your Creepymon, that's going to be a 90% counter rate for your Creepymon already. So that might be something to keep in mind. His main ability is going to be 180 damage to all enemies. So he's going to be hitting everybody with 180 damage. It lowers their crit rate and their power by 30%. So the lowering the crit rate is going to be really good for everybody. Lowering the power is also good if you think of everybody's going to have Creepymon. If they pull him, everybody will be running Creepymon on their PvP team. So Creepymon's getting a debuff. War Greymon, Hyandramon, Boltmon, they're all getting nerfed with that by 30%. But it is for 2 turns. His sub-skill is a 260 damage to 2 enemies with a 55% chance to paralyze them for 2 turns. So if you keep this guy, so the thing is, I don't know how I feel about Machinedramon is because his stats are kind of garbo and his skills are okay. But the thing is, if you have him hiding behind your Tainomon, or not Tainomon, behind your Creepymon, he might do some really good damage. He's going to be doing AoE damage to everybody, nerfing them. He's going to be increasing crit rate for your Creepymon while he's countering. He's going to also paralyze people 55% of the time when he's attacking. So there's 2 people that'll be paralyzed. If you've seen in PvP, paralyzation, shock, all that stuff sucks. So he can be your more of a support unit that is there to support your team by nerfing the other team's power and using their paralyzation abilities if it procs. So that is something he can be utilized for. Like I said, this guy, I have to see what he is right now. I have to test him out. But based on everything right here, I would say he's a B ranked Digimon because he's not really a must-have. He's not really sexy. He's kind of just there. So he can have some utilization, I think, in some teams. So I think some teams will actually benefit from him, use him pretty well. But just straight off with his stats and everything, I think he's going to be more like a B-type Digimon. But like I said, he might work well with some teams out there. So that's something to keep in mind. So definitely, this is not one I'm going to be pulling for. But if I do get him, I will be really stoked to try him out. And then somebody else I just want to talk about right now because they are their photo is featured on the banner. So I think there might be a little increased rate for these guys. Metal Seadramon is ranked to 7 right here. I see Metal Seadramon a lot in the A ranked PvP battles. So he is pretty good. He's gonna be I would probably say a high B rank, maybe low A. But he does have some good things about him. If you see right here, I left the metal Machinedramon on the left. Seadramon, you don't get one, just the new featured ones. But so Seadramon's stats are going to be HP is a 7997. His power is going to be 1882. Defense is a 1339 with a 22 speed. So his HP is really high. The reason why you have this guy on your team is not really for power or anything. It's more for his AoE. He's more of a support unit. That's why he's actually pretty good for PvP. So that's why, just based on stats, I would say he's a B-ish. But for PvP, I'd probably give him an A rank because a lot of people use him in PvP, and he does have a really good utilization in PvP. So if you look at his passive, it's going to be increases enemies' block rate by 20%. It's permanent. His main ability is going to be 280% damage to 3 enemies. 50% chance to give shock to two enemies for two turns. Decreases all enemies decreases defense of all allies by 30%. So that's what is really good. This move is really good. It has a chance to shock you, and it lowers everybody's defense for 2 turns. So this is why he's an A rank for PvP. Actually, I'm gonna give him an A rank for PvP because of this ability. This is not what you're not using him for damage. You're using for that 30% chance to shock 2 people for 2 turns and lower everybody's defense. His sub is a 320 damage to a single enemy with a 60% chance to freeze them for 2 turns. So I would personally probably run him over your Metal Garurumon, to be honest. And he has, and I see people running your Metal Garurumon. This guy is better for PvP because he's doing an AoE attack that shocks 2 people, lowers their defense, and he's freezing them. He's actually a really good PvPer once you look into the stats and everything. So this is why you actually have to like explain and delve into the to the Digimon to give them a proper rating. You can't just, you know, trying to throw out content and or throwing out ratings out there without actually checking it out. So make sure you guys really check out all these passives and these skills before you guys judge them. You know, you can't judge a book by, you know, its cover. So this guy is a really good Digimon to have. I'd actually really like to pull him, to be honest. He's actually a really good Digimon for PvP. So I forget how good he is. I knew he was good, but I just forgot how good he actually is. He destroys me a lot in PvP, and he has that high HP. He's hard to kill. So high HP, high defense, very hard to kill, and he's always shocking me, man. Whenever I get hit by this guy, I'm always getting shocked. It freaking sucks. It is what it is, though. So I'm not sure if he's gonna have a higher pull rate, but he will be on the banner. So your next one is gonna be I almost said Pinocchio. Your Puppetmon is going to be your next one. He's also going to be a Death type. If you come down to here, we'll see his stats. He's going to be a 6934 HP. His power is a 2935. His defense is a 1439 with a speed of 22. So he has pretty good stats. He is ranked a 7 out of 10 over here on JP side. If you look at his main abilities and his passive reduces all enemies counter by 20%, so that's pretty good. His main ability is a 220 damage to 4 enemies with a 40% chance to sleep. 4 enemies for 2 turns. 4 enemies blocks rate down 10%. So he's hitting 4 enemies, their block goes down 10%, and they have a chance to fall asleep for 2 turns. The sub skill is going to be deals 320 damage to all enemies, decrease defense by 30% for 2 turns. So he's actually a pretty good Digimon too. I would give him a high A because the AP is lower than Metal Seedramon. But I've seen him in PvP. I don't really get procced with that sleep though. With that Metal Seedramon, I get hit all the time with that paralyzation. I really don't get hit with sleep that often. So I will put him at a lower tier because if you're looking for sleep, you have your Pumpkinmon who does it just as well. But he does have some good stats. He has the high defense, pretty good high HP. He is a power type, but he is deaf, so he can benefit from those speed chips and, you know, speed kills in PvP. So I'm not sure if he's gonna have a higher rate, but he will be on the banner, just like Metal Seedramon. So these are gonna be your Digimon on this banner for sure. And I just want to go over it. It might be a little longer video than I normally do, but hopefully you guys stay tuned to the end. And if you guys have, make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit the notification. I bring you guys Digimon content as much as I can, and other games as well. Pretty much every mobile game I play at the time. I've just been playing Digimon Rearise. It's my #1 game, so I've been playing it a lot. So that's why I've been flooding the channel with content. But that's what I want to talk about, these Digimon, which ones you should be summoning for, which ones you should be going after. Definitely, these are really good Digimon to have. These are really good Digimon to have. All 5 of these Digimon, if you were to pull them, are really good for PvP. Some are better than not, but definitely all of these are within, excluding Metal Seedramon, are like are you know, arguably A tier or better. Like this guy right here, man. This guy is gonna be a beast. I can't believe how good he is. But yeah, so make sure you guys pull for this banner if you can. I'm sure most of you can because you had your PvP rewards. If not, just save for next week. You get your reward for the next week's PvP, and you guys summon for the banner. So have a great night, and I'll see you guys for the next Digimon Rearise video.